Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and let's do Nifty daily analysis for 30th of September and subsequently to 1st of October 2025. First of all, I am not a SEBI registered advisor. The content in this video is created only for the educational and learning purposes. It is not a financial advice or a recommendation to buy or sell any securities. Please do your own research or consult a licensed financial advisor before making any decisions. So now, why we are doing this, like what this video is all about. So we are analyzing the data and we are trying to make model trades. I don't predict anything over here because I feel that prediction create a bias in the mind, and so that that's why we do research. And then biases created, they fuel imagination, and imagination is not a good thing for trading. Leave it for the real life. Now, before starting over, I wanted to share something with you because it is just that it's trading is not all about the it's not all about numbers and the work. It's also about developing a mindset. So I keep on working on that mindset, and I will share like whatever I feel is knowledgeable with you guys. So I was recently seeing this podcast by Dr. K and Steven. So Steven is a he's a topmost podcaster in the world, and Dr. K is Dr. K. So this podcast tells so these are the things which is there, and I don't listen to podcast a lot, but this one was like this standed out for me because it was by Dr. K. So how to rebuild your brain and claim dopamine. So dopamine is like a favorite word for podcasters for quite a some time, and then all of things like this is a really nice one, and I feel that you should watch it. What struck me most in the postcards, I will just like play this for you. Like it's better like that.
How would you put it in the context of pornography in terms of controlling that desire and being productive and not letting it consume you?
Let's start with first principle. Good diagnosis precedes good treatment, right? So in medicine, the quality, this is what a lot of people think. Doctors are about treating people, right? Medicine is about treating things, but actually 50% or more of our training is in diagnosis. So you have to understand the problem. And this is not just true of doctors. This is like, if I have a plumber who's coming to my house, whether they can fix what the problem is depends on whether they can find the problem, right? What's actually causing the leak, then you replace that. So that's true of life in general. So if you have a problem like pornography, the first
So this is what backtesting is also about. The same thing, the first principles and what the problem is.
thing that you have to do is understand why you are addicted to it, because that'll show you what you need to fix. And with pornography, I think there are basically like 5 layers to it. The first is a societal layer. There's a reason why all addictions are on the rise. There is a fundamental change in society, in the way that we connect with society, that makes us more addicted to stuff. Yeah. So if it was in the substance itself, like in pornography itself, then what we would see is there's a rise only in pornography addiction. But since there's a rise in everything, that means that something is fundamental is going on. We can get to that a little bit later. Next thing that we need to do about understanding about pornography addiction is understand physiology, neuroscience, and psychology.
So I will stop here. So that is what like trading is also about. We need to understand our own physiology, neuroscience, and then our psychology. And on top of that, what is our relationship with money? So let's get back to the point. So what happened on 3rd of September, 30th of September? Okay, so market opened here and then it went down, down. Okay, so yeah, so I took some time to work on this data because this is like, ping pong, ping pong. This is like a ping pong ball. So this is the kind of data I like to work on because we are intraday traders. We know we have to take a trade daily, but this was ping pong, ping pong. So that's why like I worked quite like 7 or 8 hours on this data before like coming to make this video. Okay, so this is my trading journal and my back testing stuff also. This is just a model of it, and this is where I do trade. So let's start. Yeah, so the trading capital for today was 100,000. Date is 30th of September, Thursday. Nifty at previous close was 677, so our instrument of interest become 850 and 550. Okay, so when was our first trade? Our first trade was at 9:35 a.m. So let's go to 9:35 a.m. Okay, so this is this. Okay, so 9:35 we get our first trade. Okay, so the entry price of the put there is at 9:35. The entry price is, yeah, This is 9:30, 9:33. This is the 9:35 candle. Yeah. So I took an average of this. That is like 74.83. So 79 is the average. Quantity bought is trading capital, which is 100,000 divided by entry price. Reason of entry is that yeah, you can take anything as reason, but basically it's that Nifty is its day low. Okay, so the price of Nifty at the time of buying is 24,644. 664, okay, and the stop loss is 680. uh so the stop loss is 680. Where is 24,680? This is 24,680. 679. Yeah, I think this is the stop loss I am taking in over here, and I'm not comfortable with this stop loss, because this is the stop loss kind of the first 5 minute of the 5 minute candle, and this is what is happening in the market. I don't know what has happened before, so this is what is happening, and yeah, so like my logic, that's why like you need to work on a predefined support and resistance, because this is not comfortable, but let's just take for the sake of our model that 24,680 is the stop loss. And it had played a good role, but this is all back testing, so the stop loss in Nifty is 680. Call price at stop loss is 71. Let's see how much valid is this. So yeah, 71. This is 71.90. So over here, ideally my stop loss should be over here. It should be 61, but 61 is too deep, so I am taking over here. Yeah, somewhere over here, that is 71, and I'm also not comfortable with this stop loss. You see, like um it just like price can easily retrace back and like go back again. So like I'm just like I have made this trade for the sake of making it, but because to show you the point, that what's the point over here. And okay, so stop loss reason and logic, it doesn't have any reason or logic. It is just that, we do, stop loss in points is 7 points. Okay, so 79 minus 71, it is 7 points. That's a lot of points. So the trading capital at risk is my stop loss in points multiplied by quantity, and then the percent of trading capital at risk is 9%. Okay, yeah, like we are option buyers, so 9% of trading capital at risk is not a big deal for us. So yeah, but the thing is that it's not about 9%, it's about the comfortness of this stop loss. I don't find these stop loss to be comfortable. That is my problem in this trade. So target price beforehand is 21. If I put 21 as a target price, so target is 100 and I achieve it at 1036. 1036 is probably this candle which gave all the target. Yeah, this was a pretty convincing candle. This should have a follow-up, but it doesn't have. Yeah, so it gave this because the target has to be like 1:3. Risk and reward has to be 1:3. So 7 multiplied by 3 is 21 points. If I'm entering in a trade and I'm risking 7 points, then I want to get 21 points at least out of that trade. Like, and this is not a comfortable stop loss situation. So targeted PNL is 26, 1036, and discipline. Okay, so the point gained is actually 21, and the PNL is this. So the risk reward is this. So the risk reward is 1:3, and actually it's also 1:3. So now what if I do this 18, because I'm like 18 is also okay. So the risk reward became 0.4. Okay, and what if I do it a genuine 15? Then what? Then it became 0.48. And what if I do the reward as 10? Then see, it's 0.72. So if we, so this is why, like for this trade, my input is this only, like from the learnings, that this is not a great trade. This is something we should avoid, and the stop, because the stop loss was not clear. And so yeah, in Ashneer Grover's word, yeah, bhai kar kya rahe ho, like what you want to do, what you're trying to do. Okay, so coming back to the second trade, so this was a call trade which came up, and this was at 10:50 a.m. So let's see 10:50. So this is the candle. Why we are entering this trade? This happened. This is at day's lows. Then there was a recovery, and then there was like, okay, this was a follow up. Okay, yeah, 1050 makes sense. Okay, so coming over here for 1050. So this is the 1050 candle. Yeah, so I took an average of this and this, 76 and 73. Uh, yeah, 73, 76. Quantity bought is 1690. Price of Nifty at the time of buying. Let's take this out. Price of Nifty at the time of buying was around, yeah, 618. It was an average of that candle. And then the stop loss in Nifty is 24,593. Yeah, so this is like 22 points of stop loss. So yeah, this is a really good entry signal. And then the call price at stop loss is 69.25. Let's see. See, yeah, so this is like day's low. Okay, this is the day's low. I think this is the lowest of the low for this call. So yeah, this is like this is a pretty comfortable stop loss. Like even if this trade in live market doesn't make money, it's okay, but it is following everything that is there, for all of my rules. Stop loss in points is 5 points. Trading capital at risk is 9,500. Yeah, it's okay. Like if you're an option buyer, then 9 or 10% of trading capital at risk is okay. That how it works. So the percent of my trading capital at risk is 9.5% and target price decided. So like I am taking a stop loss of 5 and I want a reward of 15. So this is almost yeah, 1 is to 3.38, all that stuff. And then what happened? So the target price was actually 89, which I was looking for, and targeted PNL is 25. The exit came at 1120. 1120. Okay, so this is 1120. 644, 683. Okay, this candle. So the 644, 683. Okay, 1120. Let's see what happened at 1120. 1115. This was 1120. Oh my God. Actually, this was 1120. It's a 3-minute chart. So this came here and this came here. It barely made, like the market was really on the downside. It barely gave 10 points. And yeah, so 88 was the actual exit price. Reason of exit, target achieved. Risk reward beforehand was 0.38, and after this, it became 0.41. Yeah, like this is the real market. Oh my God. Like if by any chance we miss this as a limit order or something, then yeah, this was like done. Nothing was there. But this trade is like then to better. This trade is better than the previous one, because you know that there is like the risk and reward is almost like somewhere between 1 is to 3, 1 is to 3.5. So that's why I'm comfortable with this kind of setup, but not at all with this kind of setup, like where the entries are just missed. So there a third trade at 2:30. There was a third trade. So let's see what happened after that. So after 11:40, actually market didn't give, because 30th of September was also the monthly expiry day. So market actually didn't give any, yeah. So this was like 683 and then 586. So this is like this over here, then this, yeah, like, so this is it 230, this is 115 trade, then 230. So this was like one of the trade, like, so this is the same thing. So this trade and this one, so these are these will have the probably same mathematics, and that's why I didn't took it into account, this one, because it will just become repetitive then. Okay, so 230, let's see, 230. So 230, this, so this is actually October 1525. Yeah, nah, this is not a trade, this is just, this is kind of a box. This is kind of a box. This doesn't make a trade, I think. Yeah, this doesn't make a trade. It is like, yeah, this is more like a hope trading. Actually, this is also hope trading. This one is also hope trading. This is more kind of a hope trading. So yeah, like we see two trades over here, like two or three trades over here, and they both were like they all were profitable. But the entire agenda of these videos is not to tell you that how much profit can be made, because so this is a very famous LinkedIn handle for quantitative researchers and developers. And yeah, so he has like written somewhere in his wall that everyone's a billionaire in backtest, and that is the same thing. So the backtesting is more about the risk and reward perspective, and not at all about PNL. Like PNL is god gift, whatever there is. And also, like, I follow a point system, so I'm taking a stop loss of 5, and I am trying to take 15 points in there. Usually in real markets we do trailing stop loss, but trailing stop loss will become too complex, and my content delivery is not that great right now. So that's why, like, no trailing stop, but just a simple point based system. But point based system is one of the most riskiest form of trading. Like, I have met a lot of traders who have lost money, and they all have lost money because of point based system. But yeah, like, in point based system you can always have an understanding of risk and reward. 0.7 to 0.38, that's a lot of risk, and I just don't know how much risk is over here. Yeah, 0.35 after that. Like there's nothing over. Like, this is just there's nothing. Like, after this trade, actually, there's nothing. So about 1st of October, I will not do any analysis for 1st of October, and the reason for that is that this is like a simple this is a total uptrend. Like, there's nothing to uh, do model trading on on these kind of days. Like, it doesn't make sense. So I will not do this one. Of course I will, like, I'm working on 3rd of October, because this was pretty interesting. Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. But yeah, for 1st of October it's just like uptrend channel. So the point is, why we are doing all of these things. Yeah, for trade three is of course Namita Thapar face, like, what are you trying to do? Okay, so now coming back to the point, like, why I'm trying to do these things, like why the back testing. And also, like, in the previous video someone asked me to share the Excel files over there. And the thing is that if I share the Excel file, then it defies the entire purpose of why I'm doing this. Because like, we have to develop our own processes. It's not that you can borrow a process and be an option buyer, and this is specifically for buyers, this is not for sellers or someone else. So you have to develop your own processes, because process is always better than a chance. And like, so trading is all about process. And I think in life everything is about process. Like, because I had an upbringing in an Hindu household. And like, we like every in every Hindu household, like, wherever the people are spiritual, so they tell kids to do Gayatri Sadhana. And like, everyone tells kid to do Gayatri Sadhana, to do a sadhana, but no one tells us how to do it. And then, like, of late recently, my friend told me about this book, which is a really nice book, like, this Hidden Power of Gayatri Mantra by Om Swami. I haven't done Gayatri Sadhana yet, like, mine is pending for, like, this lifetime it will be pending. But yeah, so this book I read, and I was very surprised, because everything was so Gayatri Sadhana is a process. It's not something that you wake up 10 a.m. in the morning and do Gayatri Jap and all of that stuff. It is a process. And I was very surprised. Then I was asking my friend that why you recommended that book. And he told me that because I did it, and I did it as he told, and I stick to it. I made a discipline of sticking to it. And yeah, like, something changed, something shifted for him. So the thing is that trading is also a sadhana. Like, trading is very much kind of a sadhana. And it's not as difficult as sadhana. Like, sadhana is the real difficult stuff. So that is why. So, like, what is sadhana? So sadhana is a process of doing stuff with single-minded awareness, and a discipline for number of days. So that is what I'm also targeting to do in this video, that do it for number of days, like 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, and then see how the patterns develop. And that is like the same thing. The trading is also sadhana, and what we are trying to do over here is just 2% of this process. This is just 2% of the entire trading process we have. Like, trading journal is 101, which everyone should have. And yeah, so that is all. And if you have any questions, just ask me. And like, if you want any help in your model, just ask me. And please like and subscribe to my channel and leave a comment on here. And thank you very much, and see you in next video with probably 3rd of October analysis. Thank you.